Okay, we're rolling. You were talking about your father and the Nautilus submarine.
Which our conversation started out with Kennedy being killed, and Daddy working at Western Electric, which at that time was a government facility, basically. And he helped, or he even developed a lot of the things that went into the Nautilus submarine, which was the first nuclear submarine that they built. And it was very top secret, hush hush. Daddy couldn't talk about anything that he did. And this is coming from a man that had it's debatable, I say third grade education, but he was very smart when it came to things like that.
Right, just naturally smart.
Naturally smart. And it was quite a big deal to us. Even though we didn't know what he was doing, but we knew he was doing top secret government work. That's why he never served in the Army.
That I didn't know.
The reason he never, he was susceptible, that was during World War II, and everybody was getting drafted. Daddy did not get drafted because of his government work. They considered that him being in the Army, to tell you the truth, doing what he did.
And can you think of a ballpark of what year that was that y'all found out he was doing that secretive work?
It was all during that period, 58, 59, 60, 60, probably through 63. And I can't remember what year Western Electric was sold to AT&T. But that's when all that ended, the government work. And he basically didn't have a job after that. They kept him on there, but he just run a lathe, and that's all he did.
What was the name of his lathe again, and how big was it?
It was as big as a house, or bigger. I can't remember now. J11 something, I don't know. That was the name of the lathe. And, Daddy had a lathe out there in his shop. And of course the material that he worked with was just, about an inch around. And they'd have to have big hoists to hoist the material into the lathes to be worked on. And of course, he worked in thousands of inches. He had a lot of responsibility at that time. That's all I got.
And to be debatable whether he had, I heard he had a 6th grade education, and you say he probably had a 3rd grade education.
I don't know. I don't know where I get my crap, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I say because I remember Daddy saying it, but at that time I was in bad shape anyway. And who knows what he actually said. It could have been a 3rd grade, it could have been a 6th grade. I don't know, but he had no education basically. And of course the reason he didn't have an education, at that time, people had children, especially boys, to work. They had to work. They had to go to work at that age.
Of course, especially on a farm.
Right. So that was more important at that time than education. They thought, and at that time it was.
Anything else to say? You want to wrap it up?
That's about it for now. If I think of anything, I'll come up with it.
All right, we're going to wrap it up for now, but we're going to be doing some more of this stuff and get some of these memories on Facebook, and so we can preserve them, and I'll put them on the Thomas Heritage homepage too. But for now, we're going to sign off.